would like to do first and foremost is to introduce to you Ruth Schagemann, and we're very, very privileged that she's been able to join us in person. She's the president of the Architects Council of Europe, very active in Parliament, representing the sector. I have had the privilege to work with her before, and I would like to invite her to the stage to tell us a little bit more about why the NEB Academy is so important right now. Welcome, Ruth.
Thank you, Michela. Thank you, everyone. Michela, thank you for inviting me. And the honor is on my side. I'm really happy. And I think, first of all, I have been looking at this IdeaSquare. I think this is already setting out the frame for the next few days. Dream big, go good, be open, collaborate, experiment, and learn. And I'm really looking forward to what we're going to do, because as it is titled, it's about think and do. So not only in this session on shaping the new European Bauhaus Academy led by the Nordic Carbon Neutral Bauhaus, we will be active. So not only discussing, but taking actions. And I'm really looking forward to these open discussions in these rounds. I'm looking into the ground here. I'm looking forward, and also thank you for all previous speakers, because I think it already shows the highlight in which direction we are going. The world is facing a Zeitenwende, a change of era. And that means that the world after is no longer the same as it was before. These are the words of the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz in his government declaration at the end of February 2022. 3 days after Russia's unimaginable invasion of Ukraine, in violation of international law. And I really deeply regret that the term, the Zeitenwende, is now associated with injustice, violence, and the suffering of thousands. Because what is about to happen in the building sector is also a Zeitenwende. And afterwards, the built environment will no longer be the same as it was before. And that, to the ears of architects and creative people in general, it is a promise of a future with a future. And to face this future, courage is needed. And I hope we will have this courage together. Because courage is the willingness to do what one thinks is right, even in the face of expected disadvantage. It is in the nature of the task and corresponds to the nature of the architect's profession to understand weighted parameters as design forces, even to seek them outright. Inclusive design, regenerative and restorative design, design for deconstruction and reuse, consideration for health and well-being, engagement with the creative ecosystem, arts and citizens. I just met one colleague. She's quite active in arts and languages, if I recall correctly. Recovering and valorizing lost and underutilized traditional knowledge in architectural design. Bio and geo-based waste and technologies, materials in planning process. Smart technologies, circularity in construction, just to name a few. And all these new ways of thinking open up welcome spaces for action for our European colleagues. The sector study of the Architects Council of Europe shows that the architects' practices strong competence units where the future is conceived and planned are small. 92% have 1 to 5 employees. They are located everywhere, not only in metropolitan areas, but also in the countryside, in structural weak regions, in backyards, in industrial wastelands, simply everywhere. The Zeitenwende will come when all these decentralized competence units are infected by the new idea. We will have to take a high risk. We will have to accept failure, so that bit by bit, true innovation, promising and sustainable concepts will emerge. Misdirected paths and dead ends must not be condemned, because they are the flip side of progress and success. The place where this will happen is the new European Bauhaus Academy. It is a mental, conceptual space built by the will to set the lumbering tanker of Baukultur on a new course. It is not easy to realign a profession that has traditionally stood for durability, reliability, safety, and consolidation in a very short period of time. Current regulations in the construction sector focus on the fact that construction methods and building products have been tried and tested for a long time. There is a widespread distrust of unproven construction methods or products, not only amongst colleagues, but also among clients, not least the public sector, which must set a good example here in the future. It will therefore be the task of the new European Bauhaus Academy's Board of Trustees to inspire not only students, but also actively working colleagues, administration, and all others involved in construction with regard to the new approaches, with lessons, workshops, exhibitions, competitions, and all conceivable events. In the best-case scenario, the new European Bauhaus Academy will not only be a pan-European project, but an inter-European one, further strengthening cooperation between member states, learning from each other from the best, in order to unlock the advantage of collective knowledge. That's why places have to change consistently. The people in charge have to be always on the lookout for unknown terrain. Like intellectual venture capital investors, they must avoid routine, be flexible, seek risk, always be ready for change themselves. Whether there are tipping points in climate change is debatable. What is certain is there are tipping points in social theory. Bauhaus Academy have to be spread until society has absorbed them. Once a tipping point is reached, things move quickly. What could be more conducive to this intention than the large number of our decentralized fellow architects who are agents of change? They are innovative, agile, and will ensure rapid dissemination. In this spirit, I wish the new European Bauhaus Academy and all agents of change the best of success. Looking forward to the discussions. Thank you very much.